You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT with me and the goes to Jason Cundy. Now, of course, Everton were hammered 5-0 by Spurs last night, leaving them in trouble in the Premier League. And after the game, the Toffees boss, Frank Lampard, said his side just need to keep going.
We've got 8 home games to go. We haven't been good enough away from home all season. That's not a new thing for us. But we just have to focus game by game at the moment. And Wolves is the next one. Every game's tough. But again, we have to use this as if there's a positive to use out of it, is to realise that when we perform below par, this is what happens in the Premier League. So we just have to keep grafting.
Would it upset you if Frank got Everton relegated?
Yeah, I'd be really upset.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
He's not your mate, is he? Oh, Frank.
No, but
I'm sorry
look,
to see you go
I know
down.
Frank, obviously, and he's at Chelsea. You don't want to see someone like that suffer. He's obviously suffering. You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I know. In answer to your question, no, it would upset me.
Do you want Everton to go down? You know your club could effectively seal their fate.
It could, yeah. Actually, I saw a Chelsea fan put something on Twitter earlier saying, if Chelsea are safe... No, if Chelsea... That's it. If Chelsea have got top 4, we should lose to Everton.
Well, hold on. You sort of agree with that?
No, I don't.
Well, okay.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
Let me ask you this. You've got the magic wand, right?
Yep.
You can wave it either Chelsea beat Everton and send him down, or
Right.
Chelsea lose and keep him up.
But there's other games afterwards.
No. What one are you doing? What one are you doing?
What's the question again?
What one are you doing?
What's the question? Where Chelsea? What position
you're
is
safe.
Chelsea?
You're third. So you can't get second. You can't get fourth.
Right.
You're safe.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
You don't need to win the game.
Right.
If you beat Everton, they're down.
Right.
And if you don't, they stay up.
But how can they stay? Because there's other games
one?
afterwards.
Okay, just say it gets moved.
Yeah, but that
Moved
game
to the
doesn't...
end.
No,
Let's just say it
give
does.
me a realistic scenario.
It does. That is the realistic one. That is the realistic.
That's the
one.
realistic. So Chelsea got to send him down.
Yeah. Or as your mate on Twitter said, lose on purpose, keep him up. Which one?
No, but that's it.
Which one are you choosing?
What he said.
Right, forget him. What one are you choosing?
What he said there was if Frank can still stay. There's games afterwards, right? So Chelsea could beat Frank. I've got to have Chelsea to win.
So you'd send him down?
I'm never going to want my side to lose.
A minute ago it was like, I'll be devastated.
No, because I want to clarify the situation.
You are. You're
why
horrible.
have you done? I'm horrible.
So
why
you
put
want
me in
Frank
that
to go? Come on, Chelsea.
No, I don't want Frank to go down.
That'd be awful.
Do you know what's the worst one? I think it's Arsenal. He's got to go to Arsenal last day of the season.
Yeah.
Arsenal might need something to get top 4. Frank might need something to get out the bottom 3. Oh, come on, Super Frankie Lampard.
Mick is an Everton fan. He joins us now. Hello, Mick. How are you?
Hello, mate. You all right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, well happy. Yeah, well happy.
Wow.
Jason made a couple of points here, and he's absolutely right. Our owners have got a lot to answer for. The absolute idiotic, and there's no other word for it, pathetic, idiotic decision to give Benitez a job is going to cost us relegation. We're down because it's a toxic environment. The players don't want to play for the club because they've been getting so much grief off the crowd at Everton. It transmits onto the players. I'm sorry, I genuinely think we're gone. Because last night we just looked so dispirited. Can I just mention just a couple of things, though? Yeah. Our defensive coach is Ashley Cole. Why isn't anybody mentioning him? He was the best left back in the world. What is he doing?
Do you know what? Your backroom staff, Mick, is... Yeah. I mean, you've got Duncan there. You've got Paul Clement. Yeah. You've got Ashley Cole. Yeah. You've got Joe... A lad I know very well, Joe Edwards, who helped get some of these young Chelsea players through into the first team. Yeah. And, I mean, you've got... There's a number of people there that clearly have an input in this team. And at the moment...
I couldn't agree more, mate.
Mick, I mean... The home form is the only thing that's... Your away form, you're down, right? Your home form, Goldstein made the point, you've got to beat Wolves at the weekend.
You're absolutely... If we don't beat Wolves and we don't beat Newcastle, then, to be perfectly honest, we might be gone. But have you guys heard about this system that Frank's brought in about fines if players are late for team meetings and things like that? I wonder if he's actually annoyed the players.
Well, if you're late, you should be fined.
Yeah, but it's the modern football, Jace. Come on,
no. That's been going on since year dot. If you're late for training, if you're late for a meeting, you get fined. That's not even a conversation.
You were late
piece.
today, weren't you, for the meeting?
Was he on time? Was it on
You
Joe?
get fined for that?
Joe, was he on time?
You get fined for that?
No, I was there with my sushi.
40p you got put in there.
The swear box.
Have we got time for one more? Looking at my producer. Oh, he said he went, then he went, no.
Indecision.
Oh, he's unsure. He's saying no. So, Steve, should we take a call? Steve's an Everton fan. Hello, Steve.
All right, Steve.
Andy. Hello, Jason.
Stephen.
Hey, Steve. Oh, he's not happy. He's
Steve?
not talking.
And Andy, come on, tell me what we talked about 3 or 4 weeks ago before Super Frank came in. I'm not here to slag him off because it's not his.
I think I'm right in saying you said that you should have got Big Sam. Is that right?
And Duncan, yeah, for obvious reasons.
Duncan, yeah.
And you laughed at me, mate, didn't you?
Well,
Did you laugh?
I did. I don't think I actually physically laughed.
What did you do, Steve? Just give us an impression of what you did.
Jason, do me a favour. Stick your finger in your partner in crime's ear and knock some sense into
God, you
him,
said
mate.
ear.
I thought this was going sports bar heavy.
Thank God you said
No,
ear.
I tell you what I said was, and you asked me, you said, because we knew that Ferreira or whatever he was, chocolate bar manager we were going to get. And then you said, what about Frank? And I said, my heart says we'll be all right, but my head says that we won't. So I'm not going over the old ground because this is what I'm sick of, Jason, and this is coming up a lot now with your mate Frank. And this is not personal again. I don't know the bloke. I know he's trying to find his way. I know this season will make this fella. It'll either make him or break him if he keeps everything up. What I'm sick of hearing, Andy, is our away form wasn't good before I come here. Our confidence was low, but it was like that before I come here. It's so easy, and I don't want to talk about the Benitez and the owners, and it's not a time for that. We've got 13 cup finals. We have got 13 cup finals, and I'll tell you now, we will be the biggest club in the history of the beautiful game. That if we get relegated, we'll be the biggest club that's been relegated from the Premier League.
Bigger than when Leeds went down?
Of course, we're bigger than Leeds. You're off again, Andy. What are you talking about?
I think.
What about Aston Villa?
We're bigger than Villa.
On the Champions League.
Steve-O, listen to yourself. You now want to be the biggest club in the chain. So what's happened to you?
That's the trophy.
You're now arguing.
That's the trophy.
Oh no, we're bigger than them. We want to be the biggest team in the chain.
We'll be the biggest club ever to go down.
This is what happened to Steve-O there. He hasn't listened back to himself, has he? He hasn't thought about it.
He's arguing with me.
He wants to be the biggest team.
We want to be the biggest
team in the championship ever.
This is Drive on talkSPORT. When we come back, more of your calls, and of course it'll be time for our quick 5 on Drive at 4:45 ish.